our planet is sitting on a time bomb. Ghana is at the mercy of the drastic impact of climate change, unmitigated sunshine, unpredictable rainfall, and depleting soil fertility, among others. How can the country deal with the threat of climate change while solving some of its basic problems? In a series of human-centered stories, we shine a light on some of the most basic innovative ideas that could help bring change and what the Ghana Climate Innovation Center is doing to scale up these ideas.
Managing waste is one of Ghana's biggest challenges. The country is now producing over 1.7 billion tons of waste every year according to the UN Development Programme. Out of this, only 2% is recycled. Many parts of Ghana's otherwise beautiful environs now suffer the negative tag of a deteriorating sanitation. This is the Ashaiman Market, one of the places where you see the drastic effects of unmanaged waste the most. For years, many communities in the country have always relied on dump sites to dispose of waste. The situation has cost the country dearly in the past, leading to deadly diseases like cholera and even natural disasters like floods.
Very poor. The malaria, cholera, cause especially man on moton adiano or one almost at nedidi. Inti once the bano could see finish was a basin the duans on was said the Yaren or corner command and mouth a busana or bianabi.
A huge source of waste in Ghana is household waste, mainly from food. Now hope could be on the horizon. Inside the Impact Hub, a space for startups focused on building entrepreneurial ventures that create tangible solutions to some of the world's most pressing issues.
We live in a country where waste disposal is not really advocated properly, and so you have a lot of people not knowing how to manage waste. Waste segregation is also a problem. We don't separate our waste.
The team at Cibus Technologies are hard at work. They are led by Desmond Konney.
Most of the technologies that were being developed for problems were not really designed with the African in mind, and that's because most of these designers or engineers didn't have the perspective into the problem very well, and so we thought we could use our perspective as Africans to come up with solutions that's fitting for the problem.
Desmond, a mechanical engineer who graduated from the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, has a passion for solving some of humanity's greatest challenges. As a serial entrepreneur and innovator, Desmond has worked on several innovative renewable energy projects, including building a solar-powered incubator for hospitals and designing the first portable biogas production unit for residential properties.
This is the product, the biodigester product that we have. The way this works is that you put your waste, your organic waste in here, and the machine does the rest. So when you put in your organic waste, we have a proprietary catalyst in addition to this system that we provide our users. The catalyst increases the rate of decomposition of the waste, and that's why we are able to make it compact and very small. So when you put in your waste, you have to only wait for 3 days. And then after 3 days, you have methane gas for usage for a month. Once you keep putting in waste, you don't run out of methane gas. So after the 3 days wait, you then have to put in waste regularly to keep constant gas supply for the rest of the system.
The work that the team at Sipos Tech are doing here is part of a project that the Ghana Climate Innovation Center is supporting. The end goal is to help turn the tide against the growing impact of climate change by tackling a growing waste problem.
We received many applications from different businesses and settled on these 11 astounding entrepreneurs to start our journey and theirs.
Climate change is one of the defining problems of our time. The Ghana Climate Innovation Center is a new incubator committed to clean tech companies working to mitigate climate change and to help our economy adapt to its effects. The center will focus on businesses working in the areas of energy efficiency and renewable energy, water and sanitation, and climate-smart agriculture. It will move to serve as the flagship of a significant new project at Ashesi, the Ashesi Innovation Center. We extend a hand of partnership to all those interested in engaging in this very important issue of a changing world climate.
So, the case for climate change has been conclusively made, right? So, the climate is changing, and we are all suffering the consequences of the climate change. And in Ghana, it's actually very the signs for climate change are there for all of us to see. So, for instance, what research tells us is that the amount of rainfall that we receive has not necessarily changed in Ghana, right? But the period in which we receive it has shrunk, which means we get a lot more of that rainfall in a very short period of time. And that's what's resulting in the floods that we are constantly seeing. It makes it difficult for farmers to plan.
With the technical support, training, and capital injection that Desmond and the team at Cibus Tech are receiving, they are planning to scale up the mass production of their biodigester so ordinary Ghanaians can purchase for use in their homes. Aside the biodigester that Cibus Tech is producing with their innovation, they are also seeking to provide electricity to off-grid communities in Ghana, like those on the Volta Lake.
We've been trying to also explore other solutions of making renewable energy very adaptable. So this is a kind of Lego blocks for energy, and this is meant to make the production of energy cheaper for microgrids in rural electrification projects. So these are turbines that can be brought together depending on the available water resource in the village.
Green businesses like Cibus Tech face enormous challenges operating in developing countries like Ghana. The GCIC, a project with support from the World Bank, is stepping in to fill the gap.
Most of our entrepreneurs, they're innovators, so they may have developed particular technology. Can that technology be improved? So we have a team that will assess their innovation, and with their own knowledge, with our team's own knowledge of what is happening internationally, how we will work with them to either to improve that technology and or to change it.
The barriers to becoming a successful entrepreneur are higher in the developing world, and it's even more high if you are in the green economy. Why? Because it's a new field. The technologies there are not always fully matured, right? And the funding cycle is not as quick as you find in other places.
GCIC has been kind of accelerated our growth and made us really define our vision in the sense that it's made us see that green business is actually real business, like they say. And fortunately for us, in Cohort 2, with the help that we are getting from them, we believe we can go a long way with what we are doing.
The biodigester that the folks at Cibus Tech are building, when complete, will be able to take up to 1 cubic meters of waste transforming it into LPG gas for household cooking with a byproduct that can be used as fertilizer for farms.
After the waste has been decomposed, you can fetch the organic fertilizer from the outlet. In case you don't have any use of the organic fertilizer, at that point it's very safe to dispose into the environment without stench as well. So because it's very clear and very clean when it comes out. But you could also use it for gardening. If you have flowers in your house, you could use to water the flowers, or just do a little bit of home gardening system. We've designed the system in a way that it doesn't give out stench. This is because we have a lot of filters to filter out the stench as well.
Even though many of their innovations are targeted at addressing Ghanaian challenges, they have to fall on manufacturers from China to be able to build the end product.
This is the fifth prototype we built for the biodigester system. So we built this prototype in China with our manufacturers. This is not actually the look of the finished product, but it's to test our hypothesis and also test how users use the system. And so this is, in a way, bigger than the finished product, because we wanted to have a holistic test. So the user puts the organic waste here. As you can see, there's leftover rice and stuff from it here. And this waste goes inside the digester bag, which is the green bag in there.
This innovation could be one solution tackling multiple problems: managing household waste, giving users a cheap, ready-to-use source of cooking and fertilizer. With the climate-smart innovation that Sipos Tech is pioneering here, the future of waste management and energy for fuels in Ghana may not be the same.